When it was Russia's turn at the UN General Assembly meeting, it was Lavrov who delivered a blistering attack against the U.S. and the European Union. He's criticizing their handling of conflicts, particularly in Ukraine. CCTV's Liling has this story.
To world leaders on Saturday, Russian Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov lashed out at criticism over Moscow's role in the Ukraine conflict, calling the United States and the European Union out for what he said were their double standards.
The U.S.-led Western alliance that portrays itself as a champion of democracy, the rule of law, and human rights within individual countries acts from a directly opposite position in the international arena, rejecting the democratic principles of sovereign equality of states as enshrined in the UN Charter, and trying to decide for everyone what is good and what is evil.
Lavrov maintained the people of Crimea had every right to take their destiny into their own hands in seeking autonomy from Kiev. But he said attempts to distort the truth and to hide the facts behind blanket accusations have been undertaken at all stages of the Ukrainian crisis. The Russian foreign minister's anger was first directed at Washington.
Washington has openly declared its right to the unilateral use of military force anywhere to advocate its own interests. Military interference has become a norm, even despite the dismal outcome of all operations of force that the U.S. has carried out over recent years.
Then he directed his criticism at NATO.
The instantaneous switch of NATO to hostile rhetoric and to the drawdown of its cooperation with Russia, even to the detriment of the West's own interests, and the additional buildup of military infrastructure on Russia's borders, revealed the inability of the alliance to change its genetic code, which had created during the Cold War.
Lavrov says that Moscow is only interested in the restoration of peace in Ukraine, and in dealing with complex global challenges, Russia continues to be open to discussions and to look for compromises to balance interests, as long as these discussions are equal, honest and respectful. Liling, CCTV, New York.